What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is kind of a random live show. I wasn't planning on going live tonight, but I looked at my schedule for the week and I was like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to go live again. Maybe Tuesday, but I'm not sure if I'm going to drop a vid tomorrow. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go live tonight. I actually was cleaning. So I had a movie on. I was cleaning the movie room. I was cleaning and organizing this studio a little bit because I'm starting to ramp up for spooky season. So I want to get the movie room all set because I do have some videos that I'm going to be shooting that's going to need to be included. So between that and making sure this is all nice, because I'm planning on kind of getting this ready a little bit in the spooky season vibe. So I'm going to be buying some stuff and maybe setting up some different stuff in here, just small stuff, nothing crazy. So I kind of wanted to just get things a little organized. So when I was doing that, I was like pulling things out and putting things away. And I was going through the area where I have some storage. And I came across a box and I was like, oh man, like I haven't seen this box in a long time. And it houses my folded one sheet posters. And I haven't looked in that box in a while because they're all folded in there. And then I kind of brought it over here to look at. And I was like, you know what? If I'm going to look at it, maybe I'll just look at it with you guys. My only issue with this is that to fold and unfold these things live is going to be a huge pain in the butt, I think. So I'm going to see how it goes. I just don't want to leave tonight and have like half folded posters like all over the floor here. That'll be terrible. But I'm going to try and I'm going to kind of see, because I remember some that I have in here. But there's a lot in here that I probably have zero recollection of having, because it's been a while since I've really looked at this. This is just folded ones. If you guys can see, they're all in this box. Look, it says one sheet posters. Like they're all in here like this. Like you can see them all like in plastic and stuff. And that's kind of how I had them like on a shelf. Because I don't go through them a lot because they're all mostly 27 by 41. And I only have two poster frames that are about that size. So unfortunately, these things just never see the light of day ever, unless I'm bringing them to a convention or something. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything signed in there or not. I don't have a ton, guys. I don't have a ton. I have a lot of rolled as well. So this is just folded stuff. So, I mean, I do have a ton of rolled stuff as well, which you've probably seen on other videos that I've done with Dead Pit and going through some of our favorite posters. I prefer rolled posters personally. Obviously, if I can't get them rolled, folded is fine. But I prefer rolled just because they look nicer. I think they don't, the folded does give them a nice vintage feel. The problem is the aesthetic of it. Like if I want to have folded posters up, like I want them all to be folded. And if I have rolled posters up, I want them all to be rolled. So like from an aesthetic standpoint, I would rather have all one, unless it's in a different part of the room. Like if it's on the hallway, then I could do, okay, folded over here, rolled over there. Like aesthetically, I just don't want to see folded, rolled on the ceiling, guys. I'm loony. I mean, we all got our issues, right? That's one of mine. It's always an aesthetic thing with me. So I figured I would talk to you guys about that live. Maybe go through these the best I can. I do have a giveaway. I mean, I could do the giveaway tonight. I said last week, this Rumpelstiltskin, the winner did not claim this. So if you watched the last live show, you got to find out how to put your name back in the bidding for this. So I could do another spin the wheel, make the deal, and get another winner here. And if they don't come forward, then we do it again. And guys, I'm not contacting anybody. This is all about watching the shows. Watching the content. You don't watch, you don't win. So I'm not going to reach out to anybody and tell them they won. If they won, they got to watch the show and then reach out to me. So my email will be in the description box. I'm on Instagram. You can DM me there if you are the winner. But we can do that kind of towards the end, I guess. I can try to do some of this now with the posters, see how it goes. But before I do, I'm just going to say what's up to people who are in the house. Hossa G, what's up, man? The Ring, what's up? Funny, I was just Whatnot stream bidding on posters. That's funny you say that because I was just talking to somebody about Whatnot now, and I'm like, you know what's funny? I've never used it, and I feel like there's good deals and stuff on there. So I've got to try to get myself on there. Not to sell, but at least to buy. Like I don't even have an account. So I have no idea how to use it. I can try it, but it might be a good way for me to kind of snag some stuff from for a good price. Patrick, what's up, man? Mr. Deadlice, what's going on? Excuse me. Davey Collins in the house. He says, let me say what he says here. What it do, what it be, what it's gotta be, what's up, what's up. Wow, look at these guys. You guys are shopping on posters. I'm reading your mind over here. Yeah, I wasn't sure. It was kind of a random. I've got a lot of things coming up. Like I could be editing right now because I do have 3 videos that I need to edit. That'll be coming out soon, probably this week. But I was like, you know what? I can't do anything tomorrow. Monday doesn't work for me, brother. So I figured I'd just do it now, probably about an hour. So guys, hit that like button. If you can share this out, I didn't even have a chance to share this. I literally just made a thumbnail in like 2 minutes and popped on. Adrian James, what's up? Gord Guts, what's up, man? I don't know if I like this. It feels small. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can change the style of these here. Does this look better? Still kind of small, right? This. Ooh, that's big though. That's big though. What do I like? Boom. Let's just do this, I guess. Let's just do this. Sorry, guys. I'm just having trouble reading them, that's all. William, what's up, man? Jesse, what's up, brother? Staunchy. Go check out Staunch TV. What's up, broski? Oh, man. What's my more expensive poster? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I mean, I've got... So here's something interesting. I have a... Is it folded or rolled? I don't know. I have a Lost Boys poster signed by pretty much the whole cast. I'm assuming that's probably pretty worth a lot because a couple of those people are dead, but it's not an original. So I don't know if that's going to bump it down. I do have a Friday the 13th poster signed by Cunningham and Kevin Bacon. I mean, that's kind of rare. As far as like one sheet posters, I don't know. Like, I don't really know which ones are which, like what goes for what. I mean, I have a Dawn of the Dead one sheet. I have a Christine one sheet signed by Carpenter. I don't know. You guys probably know more than me. I think it's rolled. I'm pretty sure a rolled Halloween 3. Let me think. You know what though? Here's something pretty cool. I know it's not super expensive, but I have a Lost Boys poster. I think it's rolled. It might be in this box, but I think it might be rolled. And it's got a little bit of wear and tear on it. But I found this place that like restores posters. I don't know if anybody's ever used that before, but I've been following them on Instagram and it's pretty impressive that they can like fix posters. It's insane. Like I've actually seen them take folded posters and redo them where the folds are gone at the end. It's freaking crazy. And I think to redo your poster, it's about $130 maybe for one. And I was thinking about sending my Lost Boys one over and seeing if they could just redo the thing. And just because, again, it's cool to have one, but it's a little bit banged up. And I think it can easily be fixed. But I don't know. Has anybody ever done anything like that before? I've seen it online. It's pretty impressive. Davey says, I have a few rolled posters because most of the shit I want is up or where they... Yeah, that's mostly what happens. If you can find a rolled vintage, that's why they're more valuable because they were so limited. Like they weren't rolling them as much back then. They were folding them and shipping them out. So you can find rolled. Like I think my uncle had a rolled TCM poster. I'm pretty sure. He was a big poster guy. He sold so many posters. I wish he would have just handed them down to me, but he didn't. He had a ton. He still has a couple big ones. What up, Ghost Link? How are you, man? New name in here. Thanks for being here. Chewy, what's up, man? Orman's in the house. What's going on? Oh, thanks, man. I just watched your whole best 80s high school comedies. Great. Thank you, man. So that was a little bit of a change, right? Like most of my content, I guess, will fall in horror mostly. But with the channel Born to Be Rad, I didn't want that to be pigeonholed into one genre. I kind of wanted to go through anything kind of retro, right? And as much as horror is really my main focus when it comes to movies and collecting, and that's my favorite, comedies are close. Like not all comedies, but 80s, 90s. Like I just love that era of comedy. Even 2000s. I did a video talking about 2000s. It was a live show, and people seem to like it a lot, the live one. So then I was like, you know what? I've never done like a straight comedy stream, not stream, but show that wasn't live, right? Because we get different animals, I think, when it's live and when it's not. And so then I was talking to Daniel about it from over at the Cobwebs channel because he was kind of in the same boat where he's like, oh, I like this stuff too, but I just don't, I don't think my audience will gravitate towards something outside of horror. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if mine will either, but you know what, why don't you come on and, we can discuss some of our favorites and we'll see what happens. So then it can at least be on my channel and not kind of throw his off because I feel like mine fit a little bit more in that realm than his did. So it was a really fun conversation and we got to talk about it. And, the conversation went on pretty long. Like that video was like an hour and 20 minutes of us talking about 12 of our absolute favorite 80s teen comedies. You have the big ones in there, at least they're big to us. And then some hidden gems in there that we do think are deserving of being one of the top 20 of all time. It started, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about that video. So when I posted that video, it was like a Friday night. I was at work. I like threw a thumbnail together really quick. And I posted it because I was like at work and it was done. It was ready to go. And then I just noticed it was like nobody was watching it. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, I knew it. It was a fail. Like my audience does not want to see this. And sometimes with YouTube, it's like you have what you want to do and what the people want you to do, right? And I'm more in the line of I want to do what I want to do within hopes that that the people who watch me like the same stuff. But it is kind of a bummer sometimes when you're passionate about something and then nobody seems to give a shit. So that's kind of how it started. And then when I got home and I was kind of like looking at it, I was like, the thumbnail's kind of not my normal style thumbnail. Maybe people aren't just picking it up or whatever. So then I changed the thumbnail, and as soon as I did that, I feel like it started to pick up steam and more people are watching it. And I will say this, like, as much as not a ton of people have watched it, it's gotten some of the most comments and interactions out of any video I've done lately. So which then tells me that people that are watching it like really enjoy that. So that's cool for me because I did have a sequel planned for this video. But as soon as I saw that nobody really was watching it, I was like, I don't know if doing a sequel to this is even worth it. But the people that watched it and the messages I've gotten on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff being like, I loved it. It was so cool to hear other people talking about those movies and whatnot. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to do the sequel for it and it's going to be Overlooked. So that's going to be my second one. So you had the best, and now I'm going to give you some of like the overlooked ones that I really would promote. And those are the ones where people are going to be like, holy shit, I've never heard of this movie. I got to check it out. Because I do have an extensive collection of this stuff because it is a genre that I like and I've always liked. So I've gotten a bigger collection of I could probably do 10 movies, overlooked 80s teen comedies that people probably didn't see. So I will do a follow-up for that. I just got to kind of put it into my rotation. But thank you guys for enjoying it. Now, if more people are like, I haven't checked it out yet, go check it out. If you got an extra, again, it's an hour and a half. I get it. Hour and 20 minutes. So throw it on. It's a great discussion. Talk about some classics. If you're into that kind of stuff, I think you're going to really get a kick out of it because, it's always fun going back and talking about those kind of movies because there's certain things about horror, there's certain things about comedies, and comedies always make you feel a certain way. And, some of the ones we talked about, I was laughing just talking about them. So, yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Long answer, but I do appreciate it because there was kind of a little bit of a story with that video because it was just kind of out of the realm of what I'm usually doing, especially as we head into spooky season. People are like, oh, let's do horror. Let's do more horror. which I'm going to do. But with that one, I was like, you know what? Let's do a high school comedies one from the 80s because, the kids are going back to school right now. And if anybody wants to get in that kind of back to school mode, here's something to check out. So, dude, Jesse, thank you. And anybody who hasn't checked it out, definitely check it out. It was definitely a good time. Yes, I did. I saw that. Very, very cool. What's your Garrett? I don't know. Is that kind of like, what's your flavor? Tell me what's your flavor. Is that kind of like that? My fan of the Chud movies. Hell yeah, man. What up, A-Dub? What up, Melski? Said, well, yo, Ayo, what's up? Kill that like button. Thanks, kid. Go check out Melski over on My Killer Podcast. Bog Zombie, that's the hardest part, right? I keep buying posters. I keep wanting posters. I don't change them out as much as I did when I had my other setup because I would like to change them out based on like what I was talking about that day. But the problem was it was damaging the frames because I kept taking them in and out and in and out. And so I'm still collecting, but I don't change them out as much as I used to. But it's crazy, man, because honestly, down here, I've got 2 full-size posters here. That's the only 2 big ones in this room. I've got some mini posters throughout the room, but like out there, I mean, guys, I must have, I can tell you right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 20. Dude, out there, I have about 22 posters hanging on the wall, like full sheet posters, which is nuts. So, yeah, I mean, I got a lot of space for them, and I love them, and I could switch them out easily, but it's just time-consuming. But I still love them. I still want to get them because if you can get some at a good price, they'll eventually hit the wall. My man, Ila, what's up? Lost Boys soundtrack rules indeed. All of it does, the whole thing. I still believe. I do not have an OG TCM. Here's a funny story. So my uncle has a bunch of Texas Chainsaw posters, originals. Now, I'm trying to think. There was one that was like more popular than the other. Like there was one that was more rare. Was it Brhinestone? Was that the rare one? Well, anyway, he had given me a one sheet of the non-rare one. So at one point, I did have a one sheet of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This was when I was living at my parents' house. So this was when I was like probably like 20, maybe 18 or something, straight out of high school, freshman in college. I commuted to school, so I was living at home. And I had some posters on the wall. I had a Texas Chainsaw video poster. It looked like the media VHS cover. I had was it media? I think I had the Last House on the Left poster on the wall from VHS poster, video poster, the media looking one with the girl on the ground. Those were given to me by my uncle. So I had those on the wall. They weren't framed. They were just taped like a dumbass. Then he gave me the folded Texas Chainsaw, which was like the non super rare one because he had multiple of them. He had a couple. I think it was folded. So my parents, my mother, bought me a poster frame for it to put on the wall because I didn't want to just tape it. Well, this is where I was a shitty kid, sucky collector back then. She must have bought me a 27 by 40 frame and it wouldn't fit. So I don't know what I cut it or bent it and like taped it in the back of the. I messed it up, put it that way. I don't remember if I cut it or bent it and taped it to the frame so it like would fit. And then I had it hanging up there forever. But when I moved and I left my house, I like started taking all that stuff apart. I had a Captain EO like video poster or something like on the wall. And I just started throwing all that away because as soon as I took them off the wall, they like some of them ripped. So I just tossed them all. And then the Texas Chainsaw one, I'm like, oh, I'm bringing this to the new house. It's going on the wall. And then when I tried to take it out of the frame and I saw it was all ripped or whatever, like where I bent it and cut it. Like I just chucked it, which sucked. Like I just made a huge mistake, and I should never did. I got rid of a lot of cool posters because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Basically, back then, I was a kid. But answer your question, no, I don't. I don't have any original Texas Chainsaws right now. Yeah, dude, that exactly the restorations. It's nuts. They like get them. I'm looking at them like, how is this? How does this work? Because they're like putting water on them and shit, like using squeegees. I'm like, how is this not just disintegrating? Like, it's wild to me. I'm not selling one, but I do have one. It sits proudly on my wall a lot. I do. I usually go every quarter. I usually will. I'll do something, or I may do like a couple at a time. Like I just threw like a Freddy's uh Dream Child up there. That's new. I don't know if I've done any other swaps yet recently. Uh what up, Ben? Do you ever watch Collector's Call on MeTV? No, I have never. Um but I will say this. If you guys love posters, one of my favorite Dead Pit videos of all time was if you type in Dead Pit poster collection. This was like, I didn't even know these guys back then. I was watching these guys on YouTube and listening to these guys on the radio. But I can remember one of they did like a 2-part poster video. It's still one of my favorites. And they have some crazy shit. And back then when they were doing that, I was like, oh my God, like these guys have like the most insane collections ever. And it like inspired me to really get into more posters was those 2 videos. It's one of my 2 favorites. They get called oot. They get called oot. And if you know the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. What? Bro, that's the worst. Sarandon ripped Fright Night. I would have died. Dude, I'm trying. I've tried to get him on multiple times. He keeps giving me the runaround. Maybe someday. Perry Fan, what's up? Of course, man. We did with Dead Pit. You can go on their channel. I did a live watch along for that freaking movie. That's that was my goal for the channel, right? Like we're doing posters, I've done figures, we've talked wrestling. Like that's been the goal. But obviously what happens is when you do multiple things like physical media or movie reviews or whatever it may be, I don't want to say fan base, but the people who continue to watch found you for a specific reason. And sometimes when you branch too far, sometimes those people don't transition over. Like they're just like, I don't, I like horror, I don't like comedy, or I don't like posters, so I'm not going to watch that. But again, I do want to kind of encompass the whole everything, right? So I want it to all be here and not be niche to 1 or 2 things. Because I do like, again, if you look at the tagline, it's movies, nostalgia, collecting. So it's all the stuff that I like. Which again, with the comedy stuff, more people, a lot of people I haven't seen comment in a while are commenting on it. So maybe it's getting a new base of people. And someone messaged me and said that. They said, hey man, like I loved it. Like keep doing more. And I said, I was planning on it, but we'll see how the video does. And they said, well, even if it doesn't do good or whatever, or people aren't watching it, maybe you'll get a new crop of people who are into that stuff. So then you might want to be able to, then you can talk more about it. And I was like, yeah, that's a good point, actually. Twisted, what's up? Girl, you got me twisted. Maya, he's been working hard on TikTok videos, really proud of it. And then it can be disheartening when, yeah, for real, man. It does. I mean, it's the life of a creator, right? Not everything was a winner. You try things, it works, it doesn't work. And then you just decide if it's something you want to do or you want to go in the route where you think people are enjoying it. It's hard, right? I try to do a little bit of both. Because I think at the end of the day, no matter what, I think if the person who's doing the video can connect with somebody, then it shouldn't really matter what the video is about. I think people will get to a point or at a point where they're just like, I don't care what this dude talks about or what she talks about. Like, I just like hearing what he has to say. And I think that's kind of the point where most people that do this kind of stuff want to get, is that no matter what the topic is, people are going to want to just do it because they like the person and they like what they have to say. They like how they say it. They remind them of themselves. They keep it real, whatever it may be. That's why I think people continue to watch no matter what the topic is I just think they like the way the person tells the story or whatever. Or they can relate to that person or say, hey, if I lived near that person, I would definitely want to hang out with them. So that's where it's at, Mayor. I understand for sure. It's just part of the game, kind of. But you will. I tell everybody, no matter what, consistency is key. Same way when it comes to working out, same way when it comes to this kind of stuff. Just keep putting stuff out there and putting yourself out there, and you'll find the right people. It's one of those things where if you think that your content is good, then you're going to find the right people. It's just what it is. And a lot of times people just don't have the patience for it. And that's because that's hard. You have to outweigh the obstacles and keep moving forward. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's the goal for the next one. It's just finding the time. A spooky season coming. I've got a lot of things I'm working on, so I just got to kind of see when the best time is to do it. I don't know if maybe doing it live would be fun. It happens, man, for sure. I mean, you get the posters, buying a house right now is literally like the scariest thing. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's insane. It's insane. I don't even know what I would do if I had to buy a house again. I mean, it's crazy. The market's nuts out there. I don't know how people do it. Live auctions coming in October. Yes. TJ, yeah, man, definitely. And I'm glad you got it. And hey, are you going to be at Silver Scream? Because I'll be there Friday and Saturday. Is there a holy grail? I mean, if you look at my eBay watching list or whatever, I mean, there's a ton of posters. As far as what's my grail, I don't know. I don't know. I do have an original Phantasm on this door over here. I'm trying to think, what would be my grail, though? I'm thinking of it now, but I mean, it's probably just very easy. Obviously, like an original Elm Street, obviously an original Halloween, like those would be grail items. I've got the Lost Boys. I got Fright Night. I don't know. Because it's weird. It's like I'm thinking about, like, do I get the classics, the big ones? Like, do I say Jaws? Or like my uncle had an original Jaws. I have a really nice Jaws poster. It's not a replica. It's not a original, but it's an art. It's like a art print, I guess. So it was basically hand drawn and replicated. So I mean, it's the next best thing. It's beautiful. But like I look at that, and I'm like, would I ever need an original Jaws? I mean, sure, if it came my way, I would take it. But those things are just pricey as hell. Like my uncle sold his for, I don't know, $1,000 or something like that. But I don't know. It's like obscure shit. Like I've been trying to get elves, a one sheet of elves, and they're not easy to come by. And then when they're out there, they're expensive. They're over $100, because it's like, who wants that? It's probably like minimal made. So like, to me, like that's a grail for me, but for most people, they're like, what the hell do you want that for? No, I did not. But I mean, if it's the Trick or Treat Studios one, I have it. Yes. Yeah, like I mean, okay, here's another one. I would love a Frankenhook original poster. I don't have that. And I know one of those two guys has it. That's sick. I actually have a piece of, do I have a piece of the Evil Dead cabin? Maybe. I think I might have the piece of the cabin, some wood. I think I might have some dirt. I think I got some dirt from like the Texas Chainsaw House. Like I was doing a lot of that stuff for a while. Oh no, I've never seen Rose McGowan live or in person. Is that her MO? Hell Knight. I might have that. Dude. That might be in here. I I don't know if I think I have it. I don't know if it's rolled or here. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's see what I can do here because like I said, I kind of suck at like refolding these things. So let me see what I can do. I might have Hell Knight in here. Part of me feels like I have it. I just don't know if it's rolled or not. All right, I'm just taking random. Oh, I already know what this is. I already know what this is. All right. Let's see how this goes here. All right, I'm going to back it up. Okay, so if you watched my show, 80s comedies, we talk about this one just so you know, like, I do love those kind of movies because I got the one sheet poster right here. I don't know if I show all of it because it's going to be a pain in my ass. Let's just show a little of it. Look at it. Boom. I want to touch my ass, but I can't get you. See, this is going to suck, man. Look at this little shit. See, this is what I knew the problem was going to be. God damn it. I don't know if I like this idea, guys. This might be an epic fail. I don't know if I like this. Okay, I got it. See, that's the problem. It sucks. Yeah, the fold fights back. And the soundtrack is fantastic for this movie, too. I love it. A-Dub, I'm doing the contest, man. I'm probably at the end. So you guys are forced to sit with me, but I won't be on long. Yeah, dude, it's like a puzzle, and that's why I was nervous about doing this because I was like, I don't want to like not be able to get them back, and then if one of them rips or. All right, here's another one. Let me see what this is. Ooh. All right, here we go. I have these bagged just very random, so I don't know what is where, but this is a freaking classic, and I'm gonna do my best to give you a good peek, but I don't think I'm gonna do the whole thing. All right. Fright Night 2 folded. Look at that. Woo! Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. See, this is happening. Okay. Fright Night 2. Come to me. Classic. All right. Let's see what's next. Oh, baby. Oh, I forget I have some of these, dude. Ooh, ooh. Oh, yeah. Underrated. All right. Where's CK? Is he in here? It's going to be Jelly. We've got a little Kenny and Company. Woo! Look at this. Get ready to have a happy day. Kenny and Company are coming your way. Look at that. Sick. Mint. This thing is mint. Don't rip it, G. Don't rip it. Kenny. What do you know about Kenny and Company? Guys, keep your eye on the Anchor Bay Archives podcast. We're going to be talking about Kenny and Company. Oh, now I can't fold Kenny. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Okay. Woo! Dude, it's not. It's not. It's stressful, man. Come on. So one sheet is basically like, it's another word for an original. Like, because a lot of people have replica posters. You can get replica posters anywhere. The hard ones are the originals. That's the hard stuff to get. So that's another word for like one sheet, I guess. It's an old term. Yeah, Kenny and Company, super sick. I know I'm trying to be gentle. I'm trying, Twisted. All right, let's see. Hit that like button, guys, just because you're watching me. I'm stressed out here. Can you just at least hit the like button for me? Because it's stressing me out to have to do this now. Uh-oh. Who knows what this is? Ooh, I'm like probably the only one in here that likes this. People are gonna, what the hell's he got this poster for? I'm definitely sweating. So can you guys please hit the like for me? Never heard of Kenny Company. Well, have you heard of Roller Boogie? Have you heard Roller Boogie? Dude, this is a great movie. Linda Blair. Woo! I love me some Blair. Roller Boogie. That one folded right up, kind of. Roller Boogie. Who knows Roller Boogie? All right, this is stressing me out now. Okay. All right, there we go. Anybody know Roller Boogie? Anybody a fan of Roller Boogie? Linda Blair. It's got a Blu-ray from at least, I think, Kino or Olive or one of those two. Uh-oh, people are going to like this one. People are going to like this. This was on my comedy list. Classic. I better not rip this. Get out of my dreams. Get into my car. Look at this. In all its glory, baby. The Coreys. Look at that classic image. Classic. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, Hamster. Fold, will you? Get some Ham action. Now I'm stressed out. No, he doesn't want to fold. Whew, okay. Almost had a heart attack on that one. You know what, TJ? You should be a fan of Roller Boogie. I don't know what's wrong with you. But yeah. Freaking License to Drive is like one of the best movie posters ever. So, original movie poster. I wish I had a rolled one, though, to be honest with you. And I would love to have it on my walls, but like I said, I don't have many 27 by 41s. My goal is to get at least 4 27 by 41s and put them on that back wall. So then I can start at least flipping, you know, the 90s one sheets for the 80s one sheets. But they're expensive. Oh, this ain't a one sheet. What is this? Oh, you know what? I think I was sent this from like Dynamite Tiger, I think. Look at this. Look at this. Sick. Got the Feld dog. Look at this. River Phoenix back there. What? Wow. Classic. This is a big one. Is this 27 by 41? Woo. Wow. I don't even remember having that. I think Dynamite Tiger sent me a bunch of those ones. I believe. But if Staunch is in here, he's going to want it. All right. Oh, this is an old school. What VHS am I playing? I heard Feldman's going to be a Dance with the Stars. It's wild. I am playing a movie called Norm the Gnome. Anybody know it? All right. All right. This is I saw this in the theaters. This is underrated. Well, I don't know if it's underrated. Nobody talks about it, though. It's a comedy, not a teen comedy, but it's a comedy. It has a really cool movie poster. It almost has like a horror-esque element to it. Look at this. Harry! Look at that, dude. According to science, Bigfoot doesn't exist. Harry and the Hendersons. One sheet. Woo! Now, there's one you don't see every day, I'm sure. Shoot, now I don't know how I'm going to get this guy folded again. All right, let's see. Harry. Oh, no. That didn't work now, did it? All right. Good, they all work. What's this here? What's this little thing? It's a little poster. Oh, I forgot about that. I couldn't believe it. Now, if anybody... This is interesting. I forgot about this. So I had, you guys know this, right? Where the heck is it? I just had it. The new Fright Night documentary that came out. Well, I was part of the Kickstarter when it came out like years ago. So a lot of people have seen this for the first time. I've had the Blu-ray of this for like, I don't know, years. And this came with it. I forget what this is, but it came with that documentary. As you can see, it's like a fake Malcolm McDowell right there. So if anybody wants this, I'm willing to sell it. I totally forgot I had it. Yeah, it's the You're So Cool Brewster promo. It is A-Dub, 100%. Forgot about that. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff in here I forgot I had. So that was another bag full of goodies. Let me see. All right, what else do I got here? Okay, let's see. Woo! Ryan Schwartz. Dude, I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here, guys. Robert Knight 90, what's up, man? Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. That's the best you can do for me right now. Keep watching this stuff. Thank you. I try to be real with y'all. Try to give you some cool, different content. Show you my sheet. All right, now, this is a favorite of mine. This is actually going to be I'm going to be talking about this one in a video coming up. I've talked about this before. I'd say it's still kind of overlooked, to be honest with you, but this is a freaking great movie, man. Look at this. Look at this. Tough. Another movie with a banging soundtrack. Banging movie. Look at that cast. Spader, Kim Richards. Look at that. How sick. Freaking love this movie, man. Meet Morgan Hiller. He's always been a rebel, but he's about to become a hero. So, yeah, keep your eye on the channel. There's a video. That's actually one of the ones I'm editing right now. We talk a little bit about Tough Turf in it. But I love that movie. This needs to get on the wall. Now it doesn't want to fold. Ugh. Kim Richards was fantastic in this. I love her in this movie. All right. Okay. Your boy James, your girl Kim. All right, what's this one? This one's a little flimsy. This is going to be an old one. Oh boy, I cannot wreck this. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me. This is an old one. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's an oldie where I came from. Man, I gotta be very careful with this, okay? Don't clip the refolds. What? What's up, KB? You got a double-sided poster light box? I would love to get one of those, but I just have too many posters. That's sick, dude. Go check out KB Loves Movies. Oh, I love Spader, man. Me and Mel have actually been talking about doing a Spader show. So if people like Spader, we might do one for them. Because we both like Spader a lot. All right, here we go. Look at it. Woo, mint. Dawn. Look at that. How sick. Look at that. What a beauty. Mint but folded. So I can't wreck this. Oh. Woo! That was stressful. Oh man, I know it was in a frame for a while. I have a frame right outside this room that's 27 by 40. It was in there for a while. It's got Karate Kid in it right now. Because it's Karate Kid one is signed by Shu and I think pretty much most of the cast. So it is out there, but Dawn was in there. But I think you know what? I'm gonna put this to the side. I think for all right, what we'll do is we'll do this video, and I want you guys to tell me which one you want to see in there. I do have another Dawn poster hanging up in the other side of the movie room, so that's why I don't usually put that up because I have another one sheet Dawn out there with like the green. Um, but you know what? I should probably change out my Karate Kid one for October. So let's find a horror one that I can put in there. As of right now, we can say Dawn. Maybe I'll put Season of the Witch, but I do think that's rolled, so I'm not gonna be. It's not gonna be here in this lot. But if there's anything in here you guys see that you're like, oh, put that in that frame, I will because I am gonna try to do a movie room tour this year and put it out around the holidays, like Christmas time or Thanksgiving or something, like just a big video to end the year, to try to hit some goals that I have. People always love the movie room tour, and I have updated the room quite a bit. So maybe I'll have like a horror movie one in there for that. Any Road to Beyond? I got no Beyond, I don't think. The only Beyond I had was I had some like alternate art prints, and I just sold one. What do I got behind me? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You do. I do. I have the mini one right there. It's signed by Romero. That little one signed by Romero. Yeah, what's up, Norin? Go check out Norin Rad, another rad ski. Yeah, I'm shooting for a new movie room tour. But I am trying to organize that room a little bit right now with some Halloween stuff because I'm going to be using that room throughout October for a series I'm going to be doing. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen my original room tour, it's probably the best video I've ever done. And it's probably the video that most people love the most. It's a two-parter. Yeah, if you like MTV Cribs, that's the mindset. So now it's like now I got to try to do it again, but I do want the similar concept. I just got to find a different way to do it. Like I don't want it to feel the same. But I appreciate that. Poltergeist Clown Spirit. All right, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, where did I put it? He's on the floor over here. He's just sitting on the floor staring at me. He's staring at me next to Alf. Him and Alf are looking at me right now on the floor. No, we do decorate for Halloween, but most of the house, it's like if you've seen my house, it's like very. This isn't me, by the way, because I get this whole apartment here to do whatever the hell I want. So upstairs is very Pottery Barn esque. So it's decorated, but it's decorated like that. It's not like there's not when I was a kid and we had skeletons on the wall and shit. It's not that. That I'm gonna try to do more of that down here, or at least theme it out a little bit more down here with some stuff. With some props, and I'm trying to buy some like 80s decorations and stuff. Sergio, thanks, man. Thank you. Appreciate that, dude. Appreciate you being here. I put him under the bed that one time, but I had to get him out of there. It was freaking me out. Okay. Next batch. Let's see what I got in here. Okay. Ooh, I see more Spada. All right, let's see. All right, if you guys know this one. This is another Spada classic. This actually is going to be in the same video that I'm doing with Tough Turf. So you get double Spada on that video. This is a cool poster, though, guys. Check it. The New Kids. Lori Loughlin. Look at that. It's a cool movie, guys. Very overlooked, I feel like. Very overlooked. It's pretty brutal and a badass flick, by the way. The New Kids. Very cool movie. It's got some pretty disturbing scenes in it. Now I can't get this thing folded. Okay. New Kids. Arrow posters. I don't know, man. I don't hang up arrow posters. I don't even know the size of arrow posters. If they're 24 by if they're 18 by 24, I would just go to Walmart and get them cheap. Yeah, the poster's killer for New Kids. It didn't get enough love like on VHS and stuff. Like not VHS. The DVD, like the artwork was very different, and I think it kind of lost its way. This is a really cool artwork here. It is a nasty little movie, retro. Heck yeah. It's a little wild. All right, here's a classic. I think it's a sign too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this. Karate Kid 2, signed by Ralph Macchio, wax on. Look at that. Classic. Karate Kid 2. Damn, I have a lot of Ralph Macchio autographs. Karate Kid 2. So you have New Kid and Karate Kid. Yeah, Ryan. Sean Cunningham did New Kids. That's another fun fact. Sean Cunningham did New Kids, if you haven't seen it. Yes, DG. She was in a lot of cool flicks then. I love those. Yeah, iconic image. All right, here's a cool this could be a pretty valuable one, I think. It's a little kind of beat up, sort of. It's signed though. All right, ready? It's a little beat up. Yeah, it's a little beat up in here. Look at Child's Play. I've got. Look at this shitty Chucky autograph right there. What was he doing? What was he doing? Then I got Alex Vincent over here. But yeah, this is a little beat. But I love this image. I think this is a really cool image here. Yeah, hit the like button for Child's Play. Oh god, now I gotta try to fold this guy up again. Yeah, it just like he should. I mean, it's just small. Like he had this whole poster. I do have the Child's Play 2 one sheet rolled. That's my favorite one too. It does look like it was signed by a possessed doll. Thank you, Ben. What up, DC? Just showing some I don't have Back to the Beach one. Yeah, some of those overseas look wild. I don't know if I have any. I might. Yeah, I have the one sheet rolled of the Jack in the Box part 2. So that's not going to be in this lot because these are just my folded ones that are in this box. But the part 1 is, I think, an underrated poster. I don't have a Double Dragon poster, man. I would love that. I'd love that. Yeah, maybe he thought others were going to sign it, but it just kind of sucks because he had so much space. I wished he would have just freaking went ham on it. I actually do enjoy on big posters when they give their signatures kind of big. I did that with the Halloween 2019 poster. I had oh my god, what's the new Myers name again? Jesus, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's late. Well, he signed it, and he signed it huge. It looks really cool actually on it. What's this? Oh, I forgot I had this. Oh, I forgot I had this. Is Melski in here? Look at this. Sick. I love this artwork. Love this artwork. With it coming out of the fridge. Look at that. Original one sheet of the stuff. Love it. Maybe this is going in the frame. Maybe stuff's going in the frame. Forgot I had that. Is this not right? This ain't right at all. Hold on. Hold on. Dude, I'm telling you, folded posters sometimes are the worst. They're the worst. Okay. When's Mel's birthday? It's soon, actually. 100%, man. 80s poster art is unreal. What up, Dave? Thanks for being here, brother. It is way better. It is way better. Thanks, man. It was just random. I found this box today when I was organizing. I'm trying to get Halloween decorations out. I'm looking at old stuff, and I just saw the box. I'm like, you know what? I haven't looked in this in a while. And then I was like, let's just do it live and see how it goes. But it's going okay. Nothing's ripped yet, so that's a good thing. All right. I think I'm moving on now to the next pile. I don't know how many I have left, guys. I mean, I don't have a ton, but there's still a couple more in here. All right, this one is another wicked. Nick B, what do you want to know? You want to know if I have this? Don't show Mel. Mel's gonna get mad if I show this. All right, I don't have the poster though. All right, this is a friggin' awesome movie. Thanks, Bog. And it's still, in my opinion, kind of overlooked. It's freaking crazy. It's bonkers. The poster, though, this poster art, what up, Len, is sick. And it's not Pistachio's Revenge, Lenny. It's not that. But this poster art is like one of the, you son of a bitch ring. You know it. You know it, baby. Look at this. How sick is this? Boom. This is seriously like one of the coolest posters. One of the coolest posters ever. When Tony grows up, he's going to be just like Daddy. Sick. This might be the frame one. What a freaking great image this is. Classic. Classic. Now I'm not going to be able to fold it. Okay. Unbelievable image. Vince the Movie Man, you're in Connecticut? I'm like right there. I'm right there. Yes, it is. It sure is. What up, Scratch? I mean, yeah, it's so freaking good. That poster, the movie's great. The poster's unbelievable. I love that poster. What's this one? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know. I don't know why it has two sequels. All right. Mel's going to like this one, too. I have a one sheet rolled of The Crush signed by Alicia Silverstone. So that's in my movie room now. I don't know. Was that part of my, did I have that during my room tour? I don't remember if I did or not. My first room tour, was the Crush poster already up? You know, when everybody met her, they all had Clueless stuff. I showed up with a Crush poster. She looked at me like I was a weirdo. But Mel will like this one. She'll like this poster. This is another one that's got a killer poster art. And this thing is like mint. Look at this. Look at that. How sick. Little Rawhead Rex. One sheet. I can't see it. Can't see it. Look at that, dude. Boom. Boom. All right, now I got to figure out how to get Rexy back in here. Man, I'm becoming a good poster folder, though, after this video. Good under pressure, I guess. I don't know. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. $5 because he feels my pain on the stress here of folding these things up. Oh my god. All right, let's see what I can do for you, man. Thank you so much. Let me see what I get. Let's do Let's do this.
You know why they call me Mo?
No, what?
Because every time people give me money, I always want more.
Oh my god. Yeah, she's still good looking. Very cool. Please hit the like button. I appreciate it. You were just watching Rawhead? I think you watch Rawhead once a year, dude. You're like the only person I know that watches that once a year. $5 for a beer. Where is not in this day and age. That's sick. Let's get to 100 likes, people. If you haven't hit the like button, again, do it while I'm folding these things up, okay? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. All right, so that was Rawhead. Rawhead Rex. All right, what do I got over here? Oh, that was extra. Okay, those are done. What's next? Oh no, these are more like these are more like Haim posters or something. What is this? This is a bunch of stuff that was sent to me by Dynamite Tiger. Hold on. I think Dynamite sent me these. I could be wrong. These are just cutouts from like Teen Beat magazines. Hold on. They're just papers. Yeah, like look at this. Look at that. Look at Hamey. Killing it. That's sick. I wonder what size that is. I wonder what size that is. What else is in here? How sick is that? Got an Alf mini poster. Got the Haim. All right, these are just some like mini posters that I was sent from some peeps who watch the show. So thank you for that. So I keep those in here as well. What's this one? Okay, what the hell is this? I don't know why these are in here. Does anybody want these? What the hell? Why are these in here? Oh, they're like promo items. Beetlejuice. Look at this. I don't ever recall having these. Look at these, dude. These are sick. What the hell am I doing? Oh my god. I don't know what those are, why they're in here. Dude, you know what, Dave? I've looked, as weird as this is, I've looked that up, and there was a point in time where I had that like ready to go in my cart and I just couldn't pull the trigger. But I wouldn't mind having that. I don't have anywhere to put it, but I think just out of Lost Boys, lore, I need it 100%. And there was another one too he had was he had the Molly Ringwald one, which I wouldn't mind getting. The same reason. Like I have like the when you go into look at Max's video store. I have the shirt right here. When you go to Max's video store, there's like a computer magazine. I have the exact magazine that was in the movie. So I'm really big on just collecting a lot of Lost Boys related stuff. And they're not stickers, they're like cardboard. It almost looks like they're standees like on the back. Look, you could like stand them up or something. Oh no, or like it almost looks like maybe you put a popsicle stick on these or something. I don't freaking know what you do with these things. I don't know what I have these for, but they're definitely promo items I got somewhere. What am I saying? Oh, Lost Boys. I'm actually working on a big collectible Lost Boys project right now. my goal was to have it done by Halloween. I don't think I can, but when it's done, it's gonna be so sick, dude. You guys are gonna go nuts. What's this? Ooh, I don't know what this is, but this is definitely weird folded. I don't know what the hell this is. Look at this. Boom. That's folded weird, but it's definitely a normal size. Look at that. A little Blade Runner action. Sick. This is one of the coolest artworks, too. Look at this. This is sick. Super sick. Great artwork on this. It's got a weird fold. It's like folded like tons of times. What the hell is this? What is this? This might be one that I mess up here. Don't mess this up. Okay, fold it there. It's because it's got a lot of folds. I don't know why this is folded this way. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. Yeah, this is a really nice space blanket fold, basically. I don't know what the hell that was. All right. Okay, that was a weird folded one. Let's throw this over there. Not too many more, I don't think. Even though you guys are having some fun. Oh, classic. Classic. Iconic. Boom. Look at that. Beauty. Awesome image. Awesome. Man, seeing this on the video store shelf, you were like, what is this? I gotta find out. Unbelievable. Great, great poster. Great poster. All right, this feels like a real old one. Brittle. This is another classic. You guys are going to love this one. This might go in the frame, maybe. This might go in the frame. What you know about goalies, baby? Woo! They'll get you in the end. Look at this. How sweet is this? Woo! Classic. Classic. He's so cute on there. They'll get you in the end. Goalies. All right. Yeah, man. Struzen has done so much great stuff. I follow him on socials and he follows me. Was he sick? I forget. But I mean, like, you know, so many iconic Goonies, like all that stuff that Struzen did. Back to the Future, right? He's Back to the Future, I think. Dave, that literally is like going to that boardwalk is literally like been my bucket list thing to do probably for the last 25 years. And I don't know why I haven't done it yet. It's not like it's not like the end of the world. Like I just got to take a couple days and get down there. You know, it's going to take me all day to get there on a flight, but I gotta go, man. I gotta go because what's going to happen is one of those things that's like so iconic that they're either going to change stuff or it's going to get shut down, or I just don't want to not do it and have it be gone. The documentary on Struzen, I did not. I mean, I have that documentary 24 by 36. That's not that one, right? Raps, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Yeah, yeah, Ryan. I mean, I'm big into the poster game, so I kind of know. Wow, look at this. My manager says he's going to get the rad Santa Cruz ship ready. He'll organize the whole Santa Cruz trip. Why is Austin up? Go to bed, brother. I got this. It's not a poster, but this was a big I saw when Hateful Eight came out, they did like a roadshow thing in Providence, and I went and got something like this, where like they gave you this for the movie, and I kept it in this box. So, rest in peace, huh? But yeah, so I just found this. This was part of that roadshow that they did. Wow, I'm gonna check that out, DC. I didn't even know that existed. That's cool. So I don't know if anybody has any recollection of that. It's a promo item from that event. What the hell is in here? Well, speaking of Santa Cruz, I don't know. Maybe anybody want this? Because I have another one already done. So I had a client. No, well, you guys aren't having this, but here's a little card. Speaking of Lost Boys, I had a client. Listen to this. So I had a client who. So, guys, if you guys don't know, I'm a fitness coach, personal trainer. I had a client who went to Santa Cruz for a work event. And I said to her, oh, my God, I've always wanted to go to Santa Cruz, the boardwalk. Like, you're so lucky, blah, blah. And what did I say? So there's two types of posters, especially back in the day, vintage posters. Most of the time, way back in the day, they were folded because they're originals. They were folded and sent to theaters and video stores and places for them to hang up. It just saved a lot of time on shipping, I guess. They could just pack them all in. Then they also got some that were rolled. Rolled are a lot more rare for those old ones because they weren't really doing them that way back then. That's the story that I know. So a lot of these old posters are folded. And as they started to progress into like the later years, they realized, oh, let's just roll these because it's not, I don't know, if it's not damaging them, right? But that's why the ones I'm showing today are in a box. So these are all my folded originals. And I've got a ton of rolled originals, but folded was the ones that were a lot more common back then because that's how they used to distribute them to the places. You know what I've always wanted? Because sometimes they'll do like, I buy a lot of Struzen, like some of his main pieces. Like I have the Back to the Future. What else did he do that I have? Adventures of Babysitting, I think. He will release like 24 by 36 art prints where he basically will redo the drawing and they'll print it out on thick paper. It's beautiful. I buy a lot of those. He'll sign them. So like around my couch, when you look at my movie room, a lot of those original poster arts are basically art prints. So they're redone by the artists. So I have a lot of Struzen stuff. I've always wanted him to release his alternate Goonies ones because when he did Goonies, he did multiple ones where like they were, when they're hanging from the rock, there was like different orders. So like he did one where he's like, oh, I'm going to put, who's in it now? Like, Brands at the top, but there was one with like Mouth at the top or whatever. And they walked it. So I want him to release some of the variants. I would love to get my hands on one that has like a different cast in that order. If you guys know what I'm saying. Yeah. Indiana Jones Muppet movie. Hey, bro. Thank you. Legend. Get out of here. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. So, what are you, New Zealand? That is wild. Anybody who's from out of the country, man, like, thank you guys so much. This is insane. Let me just throw you something here. Let me get you a hamster. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, we're almost done, and I'm going to do the drawing. Oh, that's interesting. I got to find that, man. I got to find that. Oh, there's a book too. Yeah, I don't have the book. But yeah, classic stuff. I have like a what he did put out that I have is the alternate Back to the Future 3 print where it's got Marty and Doc, and the train is coming. So you think of the regular print, I have the alternate one that didn't end up making it to the theaters. So he released that. And that's why I'm like, I would love him to release the alternate Goonies ones because he released that. But anyway, my client went to Santa Cruz Boardwalk and she ended up going for it. And she got me postcards there at one of the shops. So that was cool of her. And you know what she did for me, though? It's in the other room. It's in a glass case. She went to the beach and she took pictures and she filled a bottle up with sand from the beach where they filmed Lost Boys. So I have a bottle, like a glass bottle that says Santa Cruz, California, and it's got sand from the beach that they filmed Lost Boys, and it's in my glass case out there. That's why I said earlier, like, I really like to collect Lost Boys related stuff. And that was something she did for me when she went out there for work. And this was going back like 10, 15 years ago now, that she collected the sand from the beach. And I actually had enough sand that she collected that I given it to my friend, and he has a bottle too. So yeah, it's crazy. Bro, I have a jar of baby oil signed by Tim Capello. It's in that glass case. It's in that glass case. If you watch my movie room tour, I showcase it. I do have it. I do. What are you, nuts? Man, I got to get over there, man. You're making me jealous. I've also got a big jar of garlic signed by Max. And he wrote on it, I like garlic, but this is a little much. That's in the glass case out there. I don't mess around, guys. I don't mess around. All right. Well, anyway, if anybody wants this, maybe we can do some kind of trade or buy or whatever. Look at this. This is a milk container that you cut and fold. It says Marco is missing. And you could have your very own milk carton with a missing Marco on there. Now, I already have this. I already did one. I already cut it and folded it. And it's in the glass case out there, but I realized I just had a second one. So if anybody is interested in a milk carton, you'd have to cut it and build it yourself, put it on the shelf. But, I mean, I'm willing to maybe do a giveaway or something for that bad boy. If that's something anybody would be interested in, I could probably do a giveaway for that. What is this now? There's nothing in there. All right, Mel. You know what? You know what? I'm going to say this right now. I was going to send this to Mel, but a long time ago, but there was a reason I didn't. And I'll tell you what it is now. So I forgot I had that, but I knew I had that. And I was going to send it to her a long time ago, but she had pre-ordered the Cinemuseum box set that came with a Laddie carton. So then I was like, she's not going to want it because she's going to get the Laddie one. Well, she canceled her order, so now she isn't going to get the Laddie one, right? Is that the case? So now maybe you can get it. What? What? I've asked Jar Hydro that they handed out at the screen for the Southern Mount Mary. That's wild. You know what's funny is the Farrelly brothers lived in my neighborhood growing up. So how wild is that? I know. I got to get over there. Well, I mean, the problem is he doesn't have a big enough role in Lost Boys, but if I have to choose, I would say Lost Boys, Bill and Ted, Freaked. That would be my ranking. I think this is it, guys. What the? Well, I found another. I must have took another one. Anybody really want a Hateful Eight roadshow? Actually, you know what? I might have told Justin I would send him this. I got to ask him. I think I might have told him I had this. Maybe. But if not, if anybody really likes this movie and wants one of these promo items from the screening, I could probably do away with. What's this thing? Oh, and then I have like a Corey Haim TV guide thing. I think that's it. That's it. No more. All right, guys. That is all I got in this box of folded one sheets. So some cool ones in there. Like I said, I do have a ton of rolled one sheets, a ton. But before we leave, I will do the drawing for Rumpelstiltskin, the Walmart exclusive. All right, let me see if I can share a screen here. All right, can you guys see this? Okay, these are all the people. No stiff competition one sheet, no. But I have seen the movie. I think I have it. Do I have stiff? I might have it. I'll have to check. It was definitely a variety box. No question. All right, let's see who won this thing. So these are all the people that shared my stuff over the last week or two. All right, ready and go. Who's gonna win this thing? Again, I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. Daniel probably has Rumpelstiltskin. If I guess right, I think. Again, number one, he's gonna have to watch this whole video to find out that he won. Number one. Number two, if he messages me and says he already has Rumpelstiltskin, then I will announce that this is going back in for number 3. All right. So if he doesn't see that he won, because I'm not going to tell him, don't tell him. He's going to watch the whole show. And if he sees it and gets at me and says, "Dude, I already have it," then I'm going to put it back up for you guys. So if you want in next time, just keep sharing my videos out in the social media world. I appreciate that. We had some new people in here, so I appreciate you guys coming to check this out for maybe the first time. Definitely check out that 820 80s comedy video. I did talk about Creepshow 2 4K if that's something you're interested in. Keep your eye on the channel because I do have a couple cool things coming out this week. And I'll probably go live again on Tuesday. I was going to think about a cool concept to talk about. I'm never going to get rid of this thing. What the? Got a Lost Boys one sheet framed years ago. You framing it turned out to be in the movie was background act. Oh wow, that's so sick, dude. But guys, thank you. You got to return. Come back on Tuesday now. I'll probably go live Tuesday night. Thank you again for hanging out with me. It's late. And this is Garrett at Born2beRad. And like always, stay